All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. Schubert here once again with another episode of Soda Off-Road Racing. Today, in the second to last race of our initial truck series season, we land in the desert environment on a track called Barren Lands. I've already gone through and changed my truck up the way I want, so let's just head right into the race. I'll talk a little bit about the track in the first lap or two, and then I'll talk a little bit about my frustrations in trying to record old video games. Oh, man. First things first, of course, I am going to hop into the cockpit view. Looks like we start off in 5th place, which is actually pretty good for right now because I don't want to get caught up in the fray too much. As we go through checkpoint number 2, I'm going to say that there's a lot of, what do they call them? Like blind exit curves on this track. Checkpoint 2 and 3, you come up a hill and around a curve at the same time, so it's kind of hard to see the exit. Checkpoint number 4 is about the same thing because you got that cliff right there, but it's a little bit tighter of a turn, and of course you're coming down a hill, so it's pretty easy to lock the brakes up. And then as we go through checkpoint number 5, it's a hairpin, and then it tightens up, which is why I'm staying way back here.
You're trailing 5th place by 4 seconds.
I didn't want to push it too much and get right up in the fray because it does tighten up right around there, as you can see. And then again on checkpoint number 7, you come across another blind curve where you come way up here, and if you notice, it's kind of hard to see down there to the left. But if you go a little too fast, you'll fall off the side of a hill, and that's no fun. Through checkpoint 8 and 9, you got a nice tight little chicane, which they take a little bit awkwardly. They take it a little more directly.
Nice move. You're trailing 4th place by 2 seconds.
I know I've overused the word technical when it comes to tracks in this game, but this one, I'll say, is just flat out tricky. It's easy to get going too fast, and to, like, down this hill, it's too easy to lock up the brakes. Around some of these curves, it's really easy to get going too fast and to slide off the side. And, of course, like I said, up here at this hairpin, it really tightens. So if you're battling it with somebody,
You're trailing 4th place by 0.9 seconds.
it's real easy if you're battling somebody to get kind of hung up and start bashing each other. And then, of course, right before checkpoint 7, you noticed it last time, there's a bit of a ledge that's still sticking out in the track. And every now and then you'll notice that the AI will bash right into it. I know when I was younger and I didn't know how to drive a race car, and I just thought, oh, you know, I still don't know how to drive a race car, but I mean, I thought the fastest way around was, you know, the shortest, so you'd cut corners and do this. I would hit that thing all the time.
You're trailing 4th place by 0.6 seconds.
This isn't my best track, by far. This is not my best track. As you can see, I'm playing it a little bit more cautiously, just because I've had a tendency to do crap like this.
Come up behind you fast.
Ooh, thought he was gonna hit me. I've had a tendency to kind of lock brakes up down here. I try really hard not to, but it's difficult to know where the lockup is in an old game like this. And yeah, so I'm just being cautious.
You're trailing 3rd place by 3 seconds.
Now, hopefully this recording goes through just fine. I've been having some troubles. So the game crashes, and a friend of mine reminded me of a program, of a thing Windows has called Event Viewer. Duh. I only went to school for computer programming one time long ago. I totally forgot that there's the Event Viewer you can look at to see exactly what's going on. And the game crashes due to a DLL file crashing or not responding properly. It's like audiosys.dll.
You're trailing 3rd place by 3 seconds.
Audio SES or something like that, .dll. And I don't know how in the world to fix it. I've done only slight Googling so far. Googling and oogling. I've only done slight searching so far. Posts that I've found on how to fix it are from like Windows freaking Vista, or other posts that aren't very helpful, like try reinstalling the program. Well, the crashing has happened since before and after I reinstalled this anyways.
You're trailing third place by 3 seconds.
So that's not going to help me out. Probably the only thing I could do is do a full reinstall of Windows, because one of the other suggestions was that you had a registry error somewhere, which I might. I do know I've tried to install some old games that did not install, and then they did not uninstall, and I had to go into the registry myself and get rid of them. And I don't know, maybe I did something wrong. Kind of like I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff wrong right now in this race.
You're trailing third place by 2 seconds.
My main goal here in this race is just to finish it up. I don't want to push it. I mean, getting first would be great, but I just don't want to go overboard and end up ruining my day, because I know on this track that is a very good possibility for me. I've done it many times before. I know I need to exit that turn better and everything else. I need to do a lot better driving anyways. Damn shallow tires.
Trailing third place by 1.6 seconds.
You know, I've mentioned before that tracks will like pull you off to the side. I think it's maybe when you have the shallow tires, they can't handle the side of the track as well. Either that, or just what is not part of the track on the desert environment is a little more unforgiving than, say, what's in the country. I don't know. But I do notice it a lot on this track, where if I get too close to the side, I really get yanked.
You're trailing third place by 2 seconds.
I am trying to do a lot better driving overall. I haven't done it so far in this race because I'm really nervous that the game's going to crash. So I'm just playing it cautiously here. But I started up playing iRacing with the league, with OCRP. Same guys I do the GTA 5 roleplay stuff with, or some of the same guys. I don't think there's any girls in the race, or in the league. I'd be surprised if there's a girl racing. I mean, I know I'm assuming genders here, but...
You're trailing third place by 0.7 seconds.
I only say that because I realized I said the word guys, and I actually kind of hate saying the word guys, so I thought I'd try to correct myself. But now that I think about it, I'm not aware of any female competitors in the league, in the racing league. Yeah, whatever. That's neither here nor there. I don't know why I'm going on that tangent. Making myself sound like an asshole over here. Yeah, we're just a group of guys doing some racing.
You're trailing third place by 0.4 seconds.
No women allowed at our racing league. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, so I was starting to do iRacing with them. I had my first race last week, and that was in the Pro 2 trucks on a track called Wild Horse. Wow, he took that. Like, I gave him an opportunity there, but he took that. Holy shit. On a track called Wild Horse, and I thought I was going to do great. I did some practice laps. I had like a 39-second lap or something like that.
You're trailing third place by 1.2 seconds.
I thought I was doing okay, and then we get into the actual race, and the conditions of the track were way different than what I practiced, and I did horribly. It was still fun. It was very difficult because obviously there's force feedback and everything else compared to an old game like this where you don't have that. And of course the physics are much more advanced than this. But yeah, it was still a lot of fun. I hope I didn't piss anybody off.
You're trailing third place by 0.6 seconds.
I'm sure I did annoy some people by getting in their way, or, you know, being a lap down and still battling it out with them or something. I need to know the rules of racing. It's something I just got to pick up as we go along.
On your right.
And who knows, maybe I'll try some actual iRacing and figure some of that stuff out too. Now, if I could just get this corner down. Oh, thought he was going to hit me from behind there. Yeah, and then our second race, I'll talk about it after this checkpoint.
You're trailing second place by 7 seconds.
Our second race was the ARCA stock cars, the Chevy stock cars at Lanier. And holy shit, is that it? I can't figure this turn out. Wow. Okay. Holy hell, is that a tight track. We had lots of wrecks. It was mostly under caution. Some people were noticeably upset at the end of it, but it's like, there wasn't much.
Second place by 8 seconds.
There wasn't much we could do in some circumstances. I mean, it was just, we had so many people racing, which is a good thing. We had so many people racing that it's like from the front stretch to the back stretch, people were bumper to bumper. I mean, that's the way it felt to me anyways. Like, there was nothing you could do, nowhere you could go. Some people were going to be a lot faster than others, and it was going to cause a lot of accidents, and it did. I still had fun trying to figure it out.
You're trailing second place by 7 seconds.
Once again, I did horribly. So if you go back and watch the stream of it, yeah, it's no good. But I do know that some people were a little more upset about it. And, I apologized as best I could to say, sorry, I'm still a noob. I didn't mean to ruin anybody's day. I'm still trying to figure this stuff out. Hopefully we can do a bigger track next time so it's not so bad. And, yeah. That is what it is.
You're trailing second place by 6 seconds.
As much as I hate that phrase, it is what it
Final
is.
lap.
We are now on our final lap, so I'm going to shut up about anything outside of this game and just focus on this game. I went to one hand because I had to scratch my arm, and that didn't work. Oh, no. I'm getting myself distracted here by the fact that my dry skin is itching. Not a good time. I wonder how drivers do it in real life, You're freaking wearing this full-on fire retardant suit and everything else, and all of a sudden you got, like, your nose itches. What the hell do you do then?
Place by 5 seconds.
5 seconds. I'm not going to catch up to them. I'm pretty happy with third, actually. Actually, I might catch up if he gets hung up behind Dynamax. I'm surprised nobody slid off the side yet. Dynamax was close right there. He looks a little beat up. I gotta figure out how to navigate this, because they take, like, look at this. They take, like, this super direct route through here. Oh, you son of a biscuit. Yeah, they take a really direct route through there, but if you have a steering wheel or even a controller, you can just slide right through. Wow, I'm so glad that this actually didn't crash on me for once. All right, no music today. I disabled all of that. As you can see, it's been a while since I got a race to actually not crash on me. So that's why the dates are going to be so damn far apart. But hopefully I figured it out. Like I said, I'll put it up on the screen once again. It's audio ses.dll that was crashing for me anyways. It might be something different for you. Use the event viewer that Windows has, and hopefully you can figure out what was crashing for you and maybe fix it. There we go. Looks like Trailmaster got first, K&N then me, I'm still taking off with this one. I'm at 202, 165, 155. And we got one race left in this season, and it's still the first season. Let's take a look. It is Isle of Dread. Now, trying to think of what major features this one has, besides the fact that it's, as you can kind of see, it's a lot of ups and downs and around curves. There's a lot of hills and valleys in here. No real major jumps, no mud or anything. So that's what we'll check out next time. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments or anything like that, feel free to comment below. Of course, like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I need people to follow me. Have yourselves a great day. I'll see you next time on the Isle of Dread.